to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on Scraplift Crafternoon. We are scraplifting scraps by Jules from Instagram. I'll have her Instagram account, and if I can find a YouTube account, I'll have that listed below as well. There will also be a playlist in that description box for all of the Scraplift Crafternoon tribe members who are participating this week. As far as I know, everybody is, but in case somebody is on vacation, I will have their account still listed below as being on vacation, but please consider checking out their accounts anyway, because they have other content that you will find inspiring. So Scraplift Crafternoon is a weekly hop that I hostess, and we pick somebody from Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube, and sometimes even just Facebook if they don't have social media accounts. This week's layout was picked by Kristen, I do believe, and it is beautiful. I'm going to pop it up here for you so that you can see it. And if you will look at it closely, there are frames, and in some of those frames are some, I lost my train of thought. There are some little shaker boxes made from frames. And so I have some stuff here to create some shaker boxes and some frames for that, as well as a little baggie of seashells and coral that I found in Labadee, Haiti on my cruise in February that I want to include on a layout in my cruise album that I have been working on. So I know some of these shells are quite large, so I'm not sure how they're going to end up on there, but we're going to go ahead and pause this video and get started. All right, I have this on time lapse because I know that this is a painstakingly slow process. So what I'm doing is I am putting adhesive double-sided tape on the frame, and then I'm putting double-sided tape on the piece of patterned paper that I cut down to 3x4. I put in a few of the shells. I think there's 5 in this shaker box, and in the second one that I don't do on camera, there are 3. Then I just added some of the beautiful mixes that I have so that I could go ahead and put the transparency paper on top, and then my frame on top of that to seal it. So I did the second shaker box off camera so you wouldn't have to watch me make both of them. Like I said, the second shaker box only has 3 of the shells in it. And I left out the bigger shells and the thick piece of coral. Maybe I'll attach them directly to a layout later, or maybe I'll just put them in a little jar on top of my desk. We'll see how that goes. I just know that they were not going to fit in that shaker box. Now, a lot of the layering pieces that I chose for this layout actually came from the packaging in this collection. As you know, 49 Market's really good about printing stuff that you can cut apart or fussy cut on the back of their packaging, and that is super awesome. So I'm also going to just be scuffing up the edges of all of these pieces so that I have some roughed up edges. I really love doing that with the 49 Market product. Their paper is super thick, as I'm sure you know, and it's great for scuffing up the edges. As I already mentioned, these are packaging, which you can see right there on the back that they are the fronts for the packaging. So this Scraplift, the original layout, only has 1 photo. But I had these 2 beautiful photos from Labadee. We went on an excursion to Paradise Cove, and I took 2 portrait style photos of each side of the cove, and these photos are the result of it. So instead of printing 1 large photo, I went ahead and I printed both of these photos, and we're just going to make it work. Now, I do try to line up that horizon on here, but during the process of gluing down the photos, somehow they slipped, and once the liquid glue dried, I couldn't reposition them. I'm not really sure how that happened, because I'm pretty sure it stays melded together like that throughout this part of the video, so Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I put a frame on the top of it. And I know that she had a third little frame right here on the right-hand side. And I'm pretty good about doing my own thing if I really want to. And I decided to use this frame that I fussy cut from the packaging. I cut it in half, and I'm tucking each end of it on either side of all of that layering. And then you saw that I tucked in some photo frames as well that I had cut apart. So I'm only going to have 2 shaker boxes on here. That's all there is room for because of my choices and embellishments, and I'm happy with that. I really enjoyed the original layout, but sometimes scraplifting is just taking part of the elements and making it your own. And so I have done the basis of her layout, which is gorgeous, and I just kind of went from there. Now, she had what looked to be a couple of stickers on either side of her layout, and I didn't have stickers, but I did have these laser cut border pieces, and so I'm putting one on either side. And I chose different colors just because I wanted to bring in that orange a little bit more than just in my embellishments, and I only had one orange. So I like that you have your eye is drawn across to the orange from the left side. Also, she had some journaling here underneath the photo, and I am using another film strip frame and one of the journaling elements from this collection, as well as a fussy cut label. My title is going to say Awesome View. The word awesome came from a Hip Kit Club set of phrases that I have in my mixed box of counterfeit kits. That's where my kits go to live when it's the end of the month and I haven't finished them off and I'm too lazy to put them away. So I have like some papers and other stuff in there, and I tend to dig through it, during each month and pull stuff out. Goal is to try to get it all used up before we move in May. Yep, we're moving again. Hello, thank you, Army. So I have to get some of this stuff, this product, used up so that I can fill that box with other things like, other counterfeit kits. All right, I did get this all glued down. I'm really hoping that Jules can see the inspiration that I took from her beautiful layout. I did make this kind of my own. I used embellishment clusters rather than frames on the edges of my photos. And of course, I didn't have the cool little sticker that she did. I used the product that I had chosen for this project. I did create my shaker boxes using some 28 Lilac Lane mixes that I got when I was a design team member for Buttons Galore and more. Still have so much of their product in my inventory, and these were perfect because there's little shells in one of the little sets that I used. This one here has little tiny shells in it, which is cool and went really well with the theme of my layout. I do want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really hope that I did enough here that you are willing to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you are already a subscriber, I cannot thank you enough for making my channel a success, because without your help, I can't do this without you. I just can't. And I am grateful for each and every single one of you. Thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions about something I did on this layout, a technique or anything, just drop them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will make a note that typically when I do shakers, I sew them because I worry about losing content. And I've already had to put a little bit of glue on the edge of this one. So I will be watching for that in the coming days to see if I need to add more wet glue to it to make sure that those pieces stay inside those boxes. So you have a great day, and I hope that you will watch that playlist below and say hello to my friends. Bye.